What's up, guys? I'm Chad Barnes, and welcome to the channel. Here, it's all about real car talk, from simple fixes to smart driving tips and keeping your ride in top shape. If that sounds good to you, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you watch all the way through. There's a lot of good stuff coming. Let's get to it.
The development of special vehicles on the GAZ-66 chassis started at the level of prototypes and over 3 generations grew to several hundreds of various special-purpose vehicles. They served in communication systems, repair of automotive equipment and maintenance of missile systems, in engineering, chemical, troops and units of multiple rocket launchers. Radiotechnical means of communication and control GAZ-66 chassis with shielded electrical equipment and manned wood metal bodies. KF-1M and ABC, as well as all types of frameless and frame metal vans were used in the most extensive family of mobile military radio. Technical means K-66, Kilometer 66 since the mid-60s. This family was headed by autonomous short and ultra-short wave radios R118BM33A. Of the operational tactical link with roof-mounted frame antennas, one telescopic antenna with a range of up to 1,000 kilometers, and its own AC gasoline-electric unit. The R142 generation included operational tactical command and staff vehicles with 2 working compartments, telescopic, frame or pin antennas, satellite communication station, means of confidential information transmission, gasoline-electric generator and short, and ultra-short wave channels with a range of up to 350 kilometers. The R142D variant was an airborne vehicle on the GAZ-66B chassis with an open-body Kilometer 66 DS and 2 frame antennas on the roof and 1 rear telescopic antenna. In the early 70s there was an airborne satellite communication station R440D in a frame metal body Kilometer 66 DS for parachuting, equipped with a parabolic antenna on the roof and remote gasoline power sources that produced 3-phase current of 220 volts. The most extensive was a set of secret military hardware stations for special communications, consisting of dozens of modifications, on conventional or shielded chassis with autonomous power supply. As a rule, their equipment was placed in blind bodies with 2 windows on the roof slopes. Maintenance and repair facilities due to the relatively small payload of the troop vans with life support systems, the shielded GAZ-66 chassis with K-66B bodies accommodated equipment for maintenance and repair of various missile weapon systems. This range included special check and test vehicles for maintenance of portable anti-aircraft missile systems IGLA, anti-tank systems, Maliatka, Faggot, Konkurs, and anti-aircraft missile Strela-10. The SO-1MO2 vehicle was used to check the combat readiness of tank armament and to carry out maintenance, technical condition monitoring, and current repair of the main types of tanks. It was equipped with special equipment, instruments, and its own 8-kilowatt electric generator. Besides them there were M3 field workshops for radio repair and fuel and lubricant quality control PLG2, automobile laboratories, PAL and aviation electrical laboratories ETL1. Fuel service vehicles Army fuel tanker TZ2-66 with a steel tank for 2,000 liters and a pump for filling with gasoline or diesel fuel. Of armored vehicles and other military equipment in the field was produced on the shielded chassis GAZ-66-04A14. On the basis of the GAZ-66B was created a refueler TZ2-66D with a power takeoff gearbox for the airborne troops, VDV, adapted for parachute landing on a landing platform. The multi-purpose oil refueler MZ-66 based on GAZ-66D and GAZ-66-04 was used for hot oil refueling of armored and aviation vehicles. It was equipped with a tank with a capacity of 800 liters and a boiler with an internal flame tube and a coil. Heating of oil and maintenance of the set temperature was made by means of a heating system with a compressor and injectors with spark plugs. Since '85, a lighter version MZ-66A was in production with increased capacity up to 900 liters and the use of a number of new components. Since the early 70s, large airports had the ZSZH-66 special liquids refueler based on GAZ-66-04A14 with a low-profile all-metal body, with 1 rear and 4 side hinge doors, behind which there were control units and tanks with pumping and dispensing devices for gasoline, hydraulic fluid, aviation oils, and their mixtures, as well as for their mixing and pumping. The aircraft water alcohol refueler VSZ-66 on chassis 66-04A14 was used for refueling aircraft with filtered ethyl alcohol and 50% water alcohol solutions. There were 250 and 650 litres tanks for them respectively, electric pumps driven by the vehicle transmission and autonomous heaters in the body. Support facilities for missile systems. Since the mid-60s, GAZ-66 mastered a new profession of servicing, providing, guarding, testing, and controlling various mobile missile systems. Secret and still little-known equipment was created for this purpose. Control points of missile complexes, various control and test vehicles in K-66B bodies, refuelers, and pumping stations of rocket fuel, oxidizer and their components, as well as combat vehicles. Of duty forces in K-66 bodies. Vehicles of chemical defense troops. With the beginning of GAZ-66 production, the chemical equipment developed for the GAZ-63, GAZ-51, and ZEL-164 for example. On the basis of GAZ-66 there was a thermal smoke machine TDAM, created for GAZ-63. It was equipped with a tank for 1,200 litres of liquid smoke mixtures and sprayers to create a reliable thermal smoke curtain, eliminating the possibility of visual observation of the actions of troops. GAZ-66-01 vehicles were used to assemble DDA-66 disinfection shower units for washing personnel and disinfection of clothes and bedding, which served in sanitary epidemiological units of the Soviet Army and civil defense units. Field Chemical Laboratory PHL-1 in the K-66V body on the basis of GAZ-66-15 was used for chemical and dosimetric control, detection, and measurement of the degree of contamination of objects, air, water, and soil with toxic substances and radioactive products. Engineering vehicles on the GAZ-66-02 and 66-12 trucks with winches for engineering troops were created. BM-202 and BM-302 dual-purpose drilling and crane machines on a removable subframe with hydraulic supports to perform a variety of drilling operations to a depth of up to 3 meters, used for installation of various supports and water search. The troop filtering station VFS 2.5 was used in the armament of engineer sapper companies for water purification from natural contaminants, disinfection, decontamination, and decontamination. It was placed in a K-66H body on the GAZ-66-12 chassis and in a single-axle trailer with a gasoline-electric unit, an electric pump and a motor pump. An important purpose of the 66 family in the engineering field was the use of GAZ-66B, GAZ-66AE, and GAZ-66-0205 landing vehicles, with winches to create a 40-ton landing pontoon park DPP-40 for airborne troops. Their task was prompt delivery of sealed metal pontoons made of folding sections with pneumatic floats by landing or parachute landing. 4 bridge and ferry crossings in remote areas, including behind enemy lines. In 40 to 50 minutes it was possible to build a bridge 128 meters long with a roadway width of 4.2 meters. Multiple launch rocket launcher combat systems. The most original Soviet combat vehicles until recently remained the unique BM-21V. GRAD-V airborne multiple launch rocket systems mounted on the GAZ-66B chassis. The 9P-125 launcher was placed in the rear of the vehicles with remote jacks and a lifting artillery part with 12 tube guides for launching rockets at a range of up to 20 kilometers. With a full load, the speed of the vehicle reached 85 kilometers per hour. Food service vehicles. This rather rare category included military vans AFKH-66 on the chassis of GAZ-66-01 or 66 and 11/12 for delivery of bread and bakery products to military formations, as well as a combined version of AFK-66 with an additional compartment for frozen food. Troop kitchen KA-125 in a kilometer 66 body on the basis of GAZ-66-01, 02 or 66 and 11/12 with a full set of necessary accessories provided food for up to 125 personnel. Together with the field canteen CA-32M with a sliding body on the truck ZEL-131, it formed the Central Mobile Food Station PSK-125. The title photo shows a unique airborne BM-21V GRAD-V multiple rocket launcher in service with the armed forces of an eastern country. In conclusion, the GAZ-66 stands out not only as a reliable military vehicle but also as a versatile platform for various specialized applications. Its adaptations for radiotechnical, airborne, and space communications demonstrate the ingenuity and resourcefulness of engineers in meeting the demands of modern technology. By transforming a robust truck into a sophisticated communication hub, these special versions of the GAZ-66 highlight the importance of innovation in enhancing operational capabilities. As we look to the future, The legacy of the GAZ-66 continues to inspire advancements in mobile communication solutions across diverse fields. Thank you for watching, and we hope you gained valuable insights into this remarkable vehicle.